Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video in my Legion preparation series. So this video is covering the sort of last few things you can do to prep for Legion. The expansion is very nearly here, but there are some really good things you can do until then. A few of the topics in this video will have a corresponding full in-depth video on the channel within the next few days, but this video is to give you an overview of what you can do. So let's start off with leveling new characters and not opening Legion chests. So the Legion invasions are probably one of the best leveling methods to come into the game in recent times. They did nerf the XP reward, but they have since buffed it again with the slight change that you're better rewarded if you participate in killing mobs. This is a particularly great way to prepare for Legion because the rewards from the chests are based on your level when you open them, not your level when you earn them. So if you make a new character or just level one that you have, by the time you hit max level, if you're leveling through these, you will have enough chests to get a ton of Fell Touch gear, likely to the point where you're a good bit over item level 700. This gear can Warforge now, and you'll have enough Nether Shards to purchase loads of powerful rings, necks, and trinkets from the vendor. This will leave you in an excellent position for Legion, something which is even more relevant in this expansion since mobs are a little bit harder in the past because they scale to your character's level. The next tip that I've got is to get HANDYNOTES Legion, so just head over to Curse and download the Legion module for HANDYNOTES. You might need to download HANDYNOTES itself if you don't already have it. This will put the location of rare mobs and treasures on your world map. Not everyone will want this to be revealed by default, but for some of us it is extremely helpful. Now in Legion, the treasures are not a crazy source of experience, but they give you order hall resources and a surprisingly large amount of gold. They have greys in them that are often worth 150 G, so it's worth picking them up. Next, I recommend you make your UI. Playing the game with a rubbish UI sucks. And if you haven't logged into the game in ages, you might even find your UI is broken. That's not the kind of thing you want to be fixing on launch day when you'd much rather be enjoying the expansion, having fun with the new content. Plus, a hastily designed UI is kind of going to suck anyway. So, make a new one and get all your characters ready. I recently did a video covering this topic and my own UI going into Legion. It might not be for everyone, but that's fine, and there are loads of options out there. Elv UI is a great choice if you want a good config out of the box. If not, then a combination of Shadowed Unit Frames, Bartender 4, and Weak Ores pretty much gives you all the tools you need to make a really tailored UI for your own preferences. All the Legion artifacts, weapons, spells are in the game files currently, so you can make your Weak Ores now, for Legion Endgame, and they'll all work when Legion actually launches on the 30th. Additionally, if you go to any spell on Wowhead, you'll find the excellent Weak Ore export tool, which essentially means you don't have to do any of the brain work when it comes to getting an excellent Weak Ore setup. Next, I recommend you clear out your bags and bank. The pre-patch made many more items toys in terms of them going into the toy collection box thing in the UI, and it also brought the new transmog system. This means you can vendor pretty much all your old gear and convert your items into toys. This alone will clear out loads of your bag and bank space. On top of that, you should probably just get rid of all your Warlords of Draenor related stuff. Now, you might want to sell all the materials. I'm not a crazy profession person. There may be some reasons to, hold on to that and flip them somehow when Legion launches. I'm not that sure. I don't think so. So for most of you, it's probably just worth selling them all off, but, do that. Or just delete stuff that you don't really care about. Sure, Legion doesn't bring any larger bags than what we can earn now, but you will really end up appreciating the new transmog system and expanded toy box in terms of what they've done for bag space. This is really just getting rid of a problem now instead of having to contend with it when you'd rather just be in the world doing quests. Next, I recommend you level up your professions. So, professions are back in a big way for Legion, and this is something you should prepare for. Leveling professions doesn't take long, and you can absolutely get all of your characters ready in time. Now, what is nice is that for a lot of the profession stuff, you don't need a particular skill level to do anything. However, you will need to reach level 300 to get access to the profession world quests. That's something that's worth doing because it'll just give you more rewards from world quests, and that's totally a good thing. And hell, you probably don't have much else better to do in the next few days in World of Warcraft, so you may as well. Next, you should probably work out what your main character is going to be. Yesterday's video, I believe, covered my process in doing that and the conclusions that I came to, so it's probably worth checking that video out if you're still deciding on a main character. I have done a roundup video of all the melee DPS, of all the ranged DPS and my general thoughts on them. And of course, there's videos coming out from Preach covering every single role, which you should definitely check out if you're trying to work out what your main should be. It's a really hard choice, and one that's even harder in Legion because I just found myself really enjoying a lot of the specs. Next, prepare for leveling. Now, a full video will be coming out that's in like super details very soon, but you'll want to be ready with pots, flasks, bonus XP flags, goblin gliders, falling flames, speed pots, just similar stuff like that that can make your regular leveling a lot faster. This is totally optional, and I don't recommend you rush through leveling your first time through, as, you know, it really is top-notch content that should be enjoyed in the way that it's sort of meant to be played. Another aspect of Legion leveling is just to plan out your order haul and make sure you don't end up wasting time. That'll all be in the video in the next few days. Finally, you can complete almost every Draenor bonus objective above Talador and then fill your quest log with 25 quests in Nagrand. Then once Legion launches, go finish the bonus objectives and quests to get a nice big boost of XP super quickly. This isn't amazing since you need to complete Legion quest content anyway, and it really only works on boosted characters, but it does mean that you'll be doing a bunch of Legion just like, you know, zone quests at level 110, so the rewards that you get from them will be a little bit more relevant to you. Another thing you can do on your boosted characters and stuff like that is just pick up all the treasures in Draenor, because they'll still give you experience. Again, though, I believe that is scaled to the level, so I think it's mainly just the stuff in like Nagrand and Spires and maybe Talador that you want to focus on. Next, learn about Legion. Legion brings a lot of different systems, and it's important to know how they work before getting into the expansion. I'm going to link a number of videos in the description that I've done which cover the main systems of Legion. You've got artifact power, order halls, the way the gear works. It's all pretty different from how stuff has been in the past, so it's a good idea to read up on all of that. Anyway, guys, there you go. That's an overview of the stuff that I think, is very attainable, stuff that you can do within the next few days if you want that little bit more of an edge going into Legion. But my overall tip to you is just, enjoy yourself. Don't go ham if you don't feel like you need to. Just play the game you want to play it, because expansion launches happen, every 2 years. It's a pretty rare thing overall, and when it does roll around, the most important thing is that you actually enjoy yourself, because that is why we play video games. Anyway, that's it for me. I hope you found this video useful, and I will see you next time.